Just back out with the zebra finches today, and I got these 5 new ones this morning. I had some uneven numbers, so I was looking to get a few new females just to balance things out, and I got what's supposed to be, I think I got 1 male and 4 females, but one of the females looks like this little one down here. Looks like it might actually be a male, just a young one, and it hasn't got its adult feathers yet, so hopefully it's a female, but if not, that's okay. But I'm just going to release them into the flight with all my other ones. Whenever I get new birds, whether I buy them or keep a baby, I always put these bands on them so I can keep track of which birds are my adults and which are my babies, so when I catch them all, I don't accidentally get rid of the wrong one. So what I usually do is I put either a pink or a purple bead band on the females and then a blue or a green on the males. And then if I'm not sure on one, because it's maybe a white one that you can't really tell, or if it's young, I'll usually put a yellow one on it. Here's a little closer look at what they are. They're just these small plastic beads. I think these ones are called like perler beads, and they're used for crafts, but I just took them and I cut a little slit, as you can see that little slit in that green one right there, just with some scissors, just straight down the middle, and then they can work for my finches. And the hole, you can see, is pretty big and it doesn't squeeze the leg at all. I'll show you later when I put it on. It just kind of loosely goes around the leg and it can't slide off the foot, and it doesn't really bother them at all. This is the tool that I use for my finches to put the bands on their legs. And you just put the band on it, and then you stick the finch's leg in that little slot and just slide it out and it goes on. To put the bead on, you take your bead and with the slit that you cut in on the top, you just slide it on to this tool about like that, and then once you get the finch, you'll hold out his leg and stick it right there. Then as you're going, you can hold the leg and the bead and just kind of slide this metal thing out like that, and then the bead will close and it will stay on the finch's leg. So here is the first finch that I'm going to put the band on. It's one of the females. It's just this pretty gray female. And so what you do is you hold the finch kind of like this gently. You don't want to hold them too tight, and you pull their leg out like this. So just like that. And then I have the tool with the band on it that I already had set up from before, and you just kind of slide it on like this, and as you can see, the leg just goes right there in the slot. I don't know if you can see it very well, but you just put it right there, and then you slowly push the band off and pull out the metal thing, and then it has the band on it, and you can kind of press it closed, but it should be fine after that. And you just, as you can see, it's not really tight on the leg at all, and you can slide it around. It's not hurting the bird, and it's just kind of gently on there, and it just helps me to tell them apart and to make sure that I have the right one. And then after you're done with that, I just kind of open my hand and the bird flies off, and then you're done. Now I have this male that I'm going to show you, and I picked the green band for him, and we'll just have his leg out. Pull his leg out, and you just slide the band, pull out the metal thing, and kind of hold the leg there. And as you can see, again, it's loose, it can twist all around, so it's not squeezing or hurting the bird at all. And you just kind of close that, make sure it's good, And then there you go, and it flies off and it's perfectly fine. Here, this is the last bird I'll show you, but it's just the one that I kind of had talked about before, that it kind of, I wasn't sure if it was male or female. I think it's just because it's young, and so it should molt soon, and then I'll be able to tell. But for now, I'm just going to put on this yellow band, because any bird with a yellow band I know is mine, but I'm not sure on the gender. I have one more that I already have. It's a white one, and I'm pretty sure it's a female, but I wasn't 100%, so I just put this yellow one on it, just in case. And I'll just put this one on, and then if it ends up being a male or a female, I might just make a note of that, or I could take it off and switch the bands. But it's not a huge deal, and the colors aren't really that important. I mean, everyone has their own system. That's just my system and how it works for me. So we'll stick that leg in there and slide them out. And there you go. Then it works like there. Just like that. Then the bird's fine, and then you can just let them go. I just finished putting bands on all my new birds, and I just kind of let them go. So they're hanging out here with my other birds. They seem to be getting along pretty well. Just a little update on how the babies are. Here are the first two babies that were born this season. As you can see them, they're just right there. They're bigger than they were, so they're easier to see now. The mom's been taking good care of them. I don't know if the other two eggs will hatch. I haven't candled them or anything, but these two seem to be doing well. And then here we have our third baby. This is from the nest where the mom is. Super friendly. She'll come up even when I'm open here looking at it and come check it out. She's a super good mom. And there's the baby. Brand new. I just found her today, so she's less than a day or only a couple days old. So that's it for today. We just had the new birds and a couple new babies, and that's it.